Hey guys, for Kerry Coaching and Games this week, we're going to do some mobility and activation work. John Barry, I'm a strength and conditioning coach within Kerry GA. Just going to take you through a sequence that you can use at start training to help you prepare to perform when you get out in the field. So first little two that we do is some band activation work. So you're probably looking to activate the hips before you start your session. So just to run through two exercises that we would do. So you band on just above the knees. You can get one at your ankles there as well. And with these, then you're looking at 10 to 15 reps of each one. You're starting off feet nice and wide, lying back flat, you're up, squeeze the glutes at the top, and drop down in again. Okay, so once again, this is for glute activation. So just ensuring that the glutes are firing before you go out on the field. So from there, turn over on your side, you can get your clamshell. So 10 band, 2 positions. We're lying on our side here and just pull your knees apart from each other and back down. So you're opening up the external rotators of the hip here. And once again, you're looking at 10 to 15 on each side. And then you can swap your way over and you're rolling up there. Do it in as well. So your seated position, sitting tall, head up, chest up, look forward. 90 at the knees, 90 at the hips. You can put your hands behind you to support you starting off. And you're just rolling the hips from left to right side. When you feel happy and comfortable, bring the hands in front of the body, rotate, split yourself down like you're coming for your lunge, get your hips rotate around again, so you're flowing through, get the hips moving, from your lunge, you can sit up, come into a squat, switch way back around, you're looking at 3 reps each side for this leg, and you can just finish it all off then, coming into your squat position, and finish with an RDL when you come out of it. So that's just a quick mobility sequence, hip flow, just getting the hips moving. Straight leg kicks, once again 10 to 15 reps. So you're getting your hamstrings, hip flexors fire, get your 10 to 15, swap your other side. Top hand, reach, rotate away, back together. 2 knees together here, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. That lower back is supported. And we're just rolling, or rotating off left and right side. Do 6 on your right, swap your way over, do 6 on your left. So that's a quick activation mobility sequence that you would do before training just to get yourself prepped. This week for Kerry Coaching Games, we're going to take you through some running technique drills. You can use these as a pulse raiser in your warm-up when you're doing your movement prep. It also gives you the opportunity to work on your technique. We're looking at linear acceleration and working into speed stuff. This is the first week of a progression through each drills. And the first drill we're going to look at is single leg drives. So that's where we're standing, stepping tall, head up, chest up, looking forward, and you're using the same leg, you're driving the same knee throughout, and you're going for 10 meters. So it's just high knee drive, you're swinging your arms like you. When you hit your 10, you turn around and work back off the other leg there. So the big part here is that you're getting that high knee lift, it's breaking hip, toe is up then on the other side. So that's our single leg drives. We can progress that on in where we're looking at an A march. So, same premise again, head up, looking forward, chest out, stay nice and tall, and you're just marching on the spot, that high knee drive the whole way through. Swing your arms from hip to lip. So hip to lip with that arm motion then as well. So that's our A march. Once we get our A march down, we're going to a bit of coordination stuff then where we progress it into a skip, an A skip. So you're looking at rhythm. So you're working ankle, knee, hip, that they're getting triple extension in with each rep. You're snapping down underneath the hip or under the center of mass, and we're getting our rhythm there with it as well. Once you have it nailed, be a bit more aggressive then with your knee drive, picking your face up. You're always staying as tall as you can, Rhythm is everything in this one. You can hear that double contact underneath the hip. So that's a race skip. We can progress that then on once again where you're going to look for a quick step. So with our quick step, staying tall, it's the same leg throughout. That knee is staying high, and you're getting a quick transfer from left to right. Switching back off for another leg then as well. So that's a running tech sequence you can do in your first week. As I said, you'll be progressing it on over the weeks. So this week for Kerry Coaching Games, we're going to look at our plyometric progression. Before we start getting into plyometrics, you've got to learn how to land first. So it's essentially you're earning the right to jump. We're going to look at 3 pathways that we use before we get players into doing full-based plyometrics out in the field or on the pitch. So we're looking at our landing mechanics, how good a player can absorb force. It's important a player can absorb force just as it's as important as a player can transfer force through the ground. That's what essentially leads to a player getting faster or getting from A to B quicker. So our first exercise that we do is a double leg snap down. So you're in your standing position, fully extended overhead, and you drop to the floor as quick as you can, head up, chest up. So once again, fully extended ankles, hips and knees. You sit quick and aggressive into that athletic stance position. So that's teaching our athlete to land on both feet. As we know in a game, it's unpredictable. You can land on 2 feet, split stance, single leg stance. So we'll take you through a split stance here then as well. So once again, fully extended ankle, hip and knee. When we land, we're in that split stance, absorbing the force through the floor. So that's our bilateral, double leg, our split stance. Then we got to look at our unilateral, so our single leg. You're working this one off each side. Same premise again, start full triple extension, arms overhead. You switch left and right leg. So what you want the athlete to do is land their knee directly over their toe and have as little sway as what you want the athlete to do is have as little sway as possible. So that's our linear on the spot. We've got to absorb force from different angles. When you play sport, you transfer force, multiplanar as you can call it, that's through different angles, so we've got to be able to absorb it through different angles as well. So we progress some exercises on where we're adding a little rotation in. So starting from the start again with your bilateral stance, and we're going to finish with a rotation. So get yourself set up, same start, everything's triply extended. Sit and absorb force as you rotate to the floor. So we're absorbing that force within rotation. So same premise again. We've got to absorb our force. Double leg, split stance and single leg. So we'll quickly run through them. So for your single leg, once again, always look and ensure knee is over toe when you land. You're working off both sides. So that's a quick landing progression before you get onto your plyometrics. You gotta master the art of landing before you can introduce yourself to jumping. Okay, so for Kerry Coaching Games, we're going to take you through a home body weight strength workout that you can do. So just keep in mind that some of us have minimal equipment, which is based on our first strength session off body weight. And once again, we look to progress that through our sequence. 5 exercises that we're going to do in this week's one. We're going to look at our push-up, which is your upper body push, your single leg squat, which should be a knee dominant exercise, your cobra, which should be a back exercise or pull, your single leg hip thrust, which would be a hip dominant exercise, and then we're going to finish out with a squat lunge combo. So we're taking both aspects off for the lower body. So just going to run through the 5 exercises just so you know what you're looking for, the coaching and teaching points with each one. So for your push-up, hands are directly under the shoulders, you lower to the floor, lower to the ground, making contact with chest off the floor. So once you do your push-up, you can progress into your single leg squat. So I have a chair set up here. One leg is sitting on the chair. I'm staying tall, head up, chest up, looking forward. I'm going to drop my hips to the ground and put my weight through my heels as I stand up tall out of the squat then again. So that's your single leg squat. You're looking to work that one off both legs, off left and right side. For our upper back, come into your prone position. You're going to do your cobra. So this is where you keep your arms fully extended overhead. We're going to raise our lower back and upper body at the same time. So you're contracting everything in. Perform a W and extend away again. So that's our cobra, and that's what we can use as a back exercise. Our next one then, hip thrust, using your chair once again. We're going to go single leg. So shoulders are sitting on your chair. You can start off with 2 legs even bilateral. So that's where you drop your hips to the floor and up and squeeze the glutes. If you want to progress it on, make it more challenging, raise one leg out. Same premise, drop the hips, squeeze the glutes at the top position, and lower once again. So that's our hip dominant exercise. Then to finish it all out, we're going to bring knee and hip together with a squat lunge combo. So for your squat, looking up and forward, hips break knees, weight is through the heels, sitting down nice and low, chest is always out. Stand tall, go to lunge with your right, lunge with your left. That is 1 rep, going for 5. So that's your squat lunge combo. You can play around with the hand position on that one. Bringing the arms overhead helps progress the exercise on, where you're getting that upper back involved in as well to mobilize them shoulders. So that's our body weight strength workout. You're performing 4 sets of 10 reps on each exercise. Run it in a circuit base. That should see you through. So for Kerry Coaching Games, we're going to run through a core circuit that you would do at the end of your session. We're going to go through 4 exercises. We're going to perform 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 4 exercises are your front plank, your plank up downs, your side plank, your bridge walkouts, and bow pose. Okay, so we're targeting all aspects of the core. So For your plank, first one here, you're in your position, as I said, 30 seconds, you can hold here, strong and stable, elbows directly under the shoulder, you have a straight line from heels through the head. So you hold that position. If you find that relatively easy, you can progress into plank up downs where we transition from hand to elbows. Big part here is that the hips are nice and stable, that you're not rocking them from left to right. So picture you have a puddle of water in your lower back, you're trying to keep it there for that quick. Second exercise is a side plank. So holding your position here, same again, elbows directly underneath shoulder, heels through the shoulder. Here's a straight line, looking forward, stay in your position, 30 seconds. If that's relatively easy, just add a little hip dip in for your 30 seconds there. So you're staying strong, stable in the one position. For your side plank, you work that off right and left elbow. Third one then, you're on for your bow pose. So everything is in, tucked nice and tight, staying tall, head up, chest up, keep everything tucked. Next minute we're going to extend everything away, bring it back in. So think, extend everything away and bring it back in for that one. So our last one then, bridge walkouts. Come into that bridge position. You can hold your position here 30 seconds, as that is relatively easy. Point your toes up, walk your heels out. So that's bringing the hamstrings a little bit more into it, and walk your heels back in. So try and keep the hips as stable as you can as you walk your way in and out for the 30 seconds. So that's a quick little core workout that you can do at the end of your session on each one.